Hello diecast fans, and welcome to a brand new episode of Jim's Magnificent Miniature Motor Cars. Now I gotta be honest with you folks, it's been a while since my last unboxing because, to be perfectly honest, I was getting a little bit tired of unboxing repaints. Okay, and I was just, for the time, I was just out of new material. Well, I'm happy to announce that some really cool new cars have dropped. And I will bring you the very first. This Lotus 78 by Mini GT. Now, those of you who've been following Mini GT know that they are dabbling into Formula One cars, and they're starting with the classics. All right, let's get on with the unboxing because, like you, I'm really excited to see what's in this box. The F1 nerds among you will recognize the Lotus 78 as the first ever ground effects car that was used in Formula One. Now, I'm not going to go into what ground effects are. Suffice it to say that Formula One engineers, race car designers and engineers learned how to use aerodynamics to basically suck the car to the ground. Right now, this is not, I'd like to be clear, the 78 is not the world-beating car that propelled Mario Andretti to the F1 championship in 1978. This is the car that came before that. That was this Lotus 79. Okay, this is still, however, driven by Mario Andretti. I mean, the real version of this. Speaking of which, why don't we have a look at the real car? All right, and now let's have a closer look at this baby. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, I will say though that as much as I like this, yeah, just looking at that picture of the real car, I'm not quite sure it captured the scale. I'm sure that with the aid of computer aided design, they were able to get pretty darn close. Oh, but darn, this looks really good. I'm never really sure of the dimension of these F1 cars. I mean, I used to collect. Oh, look at this beautiful under chassis work. This folks is what a ground effect car looks like. Well, a 1970s era ground effect car looks like from the bottom. Basically, you have the floor sweeping upwards because what happens is, I mean, if I understand ground effect correctly, these channels are meant to suck air out from under the car so that the car sticks really flat to the ground. On the legendary Lotus 79, they even had the added feature of side skirts dropping down to the bottom so that the air was properly sucked out from below the car. All right, anyway, this is properly beautiful now that I look at it more closely. They didn't catch the spoiler struts that well, but I mean, you know, at this price point, you know, we do not expect that level of detail. So remember, this is still basically a $10 car. So it wouldn't be entirely fair to expect $20 detail. But look at this. I mean, it's like they're giving us $20 detail anyway. It is so rewarding to finally have a new freaking car to unbox. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I like the, oops, out of focus there. I really like the work they did on the, look at that. Here's the, sorry about that. Here's the Cosworth Ford V8. Oh boy, this engine is the stuff of legend. I mean, more than just a Mercedes and Ferrari engines or Honda engines. The Cosworth Ford back in the day was a true beast. And I mean, I wouldn't know, I didn't live through that era personally, but I've read up on it, and yeah, this is a really pretty car. Really, really like it. And well, there are some apparent QC issues, like these grooves here. I don't know if these are a reflection of what's on the real car. Don't really know what's going on there. You know, considering this is a very first F1 effort from these guys, you know, even though it may be a little rough around the edges, considering the price point we're talking about here, this is still an excellent piece. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. It's beautiful, beautiful. And for fans of F1 and for fans of Mini GT, I highly recommend you pick this up. And that's it for this unboxing, but rest assured, I still have one more very special F1 car coming up. So stay tuned, folks. And if you're new to the channel, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe and hitting that notification bell.